That's garbage. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, Philip Rivers is an NC State legend, but his son Philip Rivers IX is trying to become one too. We've already detailed the first couple games of his freshman season in the past video that we'll link below, but also we're going to show you guys his first year. There were some crazy twists and turns. I hope that we can get to an ACC title game. I hope that we can win one and maybe just sneak into the college football playoff. The stuff you guys see on the bottom and on the sides is from our Twitch streams that we do. I'll drop the link in the bio as well for that. But without further ado, let's roll the tape and see why we said that's garbage. Is exactly what you'd say. You gave up touchdowns like this to Rice of all opponents. The Owls touched us up for 38 points. Philip Rivers IX was out for the game with an injury, and something you would never hear at Chipotle, as there was easily too much Rice to handle. But luckily, the Wolfpack were able to get back, play Syracuse in the Carrier Dome, and boy, oh boy, was it breezy because there was passing all over the yard. Dan Campbell Jr. touchdown. Syracuse answers with an Eli Apple missed attempt. Flowers makes this throw, with four defenders just casually looking the other way. Thankfully, backup Stephen Ray, as Philip Rivers is still out with an injury, finds Pat Pucker. 24-21, the Qs go down, and now it is time for the Knowles.
Got him!
Eli Apple Jr. makes sure that it is not going to be the same, but Marble God cannot make a freaking play to save his life. 10-7. But thankfully, Dan Campbell Jr. is going to take this one all the way to the house. 14-10, NC State. Give me that football. Colt Jordan, 45, makes the play, fumble recovery, and that's just going to be about it because it's going to be all NC State from there on out. Mr. Wolf is all about it. Carter back to pass late in the game. Boom, touchdown, but guess what? There is only one man to solve this problem.
Hey, I'm Buff. I'm the stuff, and the girls just can't get enough.
The special teams cannot get enough as NC State's going to move on to 4-3. Eli Apple, yoink, give me that. That'll wrap things up, and now on to the one and only Clemson. Is that the craziest regular season game we've ever been a part of? Totally fair question to ask, but for now, we'll have to get back to it as Philip Rivers IX, now not the youngest son in the Rivers family tree, finds King over the middle. Drill bit touchdown, 7-0 NC State. They are rolling, but unfortunately, Schaub gets loose here, and Kurt Ferguson, I don't even know what kind of attempt that was. Buff Bagwell house call makes it 13, make it 15-6, and then Ingram, I don't even know where that's going. It's going right to Colt Jordan for the interception. And then this Clemson player imitating James Skalski, clearly little sus movement there. Philip Rivers, unfortunately, with the interception. We'll go into half up 15-9, and this is where things get crazy. Absolute dot, drop it in the bucket to King again. Fire drill bit punches it in just like we started the first half. But the Clemson defense is too much. They kind of hold for a couple drives, and then Ingram says Clemson's not done just yet with this touchdown. This is where things start to get a little scary because a field goal only puts NC State up 8. Oh, Schmitty, it does not make the tackle, and well, we're back in a battle because ourselves a tie ball game, and then point go quick 3-and-out, throwing the ball. Ingram over the middle finds Simpson. Now with 8 seconds left, somehow after being up 8. No, he's short. He's short. Let's go. We're good. I told you he missed one, and he missed one short. Now with one final play left, Philip Rivers IX drops back to pass, and James, he's gonna score. And that is ball game. NC State 31, Clemson 24. NC State avenges the Clemson loss from a year before. Now we got to go to Chapel Hill and take on our rival, and I'm sure they're going to try and play spoiler. The Rivers IX made sure that wouldn't happen early on. He hits Dan Campbell Jr. over the middle for a touchdown. Of course, our defense falls apart and gives North Carolina something freer than a diploma. That is 7 points. And really, the offense just as a whole continues to grind out games after some ugly starts to the year. Fire drill bit with that catch, and then Metropolis tracking. Marble God makes the interception. Metropolis in the beginning of the next game says, look at that, Marble God, I can do the same thing. He pulls down the interception, and then we got Spencer James with the touchdown catch. And then to close the half, Rivers back again to pass, finds King with the touchdown. But it's all NC State, and now all that's left is Louisville and Wake Forest on the schedule to see if they can get back to an ACC title game for the first time in forever. Do you think Coach McJenkins and the boys can pull off an ACC title and get into the playoff? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For NC State to win the ACC, it's going to take not selling on plays like these and winning the final 2 games, including at Louisville in the snow. Roll the tape. Thankfully, Louisville leaked its defensive playbook on this one as Pat Pucker redeems himself, takes this one all the way to the end zone. He weaves a little bit like Bobby Petrino on a motorcycle, 14-0. And then Phillip Rivers again, Pat Pucker. Unlike a Louisville official visit, there was no escort needed, 21-0. Phil Rivers early on danced into the end zone to make it 7-0 to start the game, but it was all Wolfpack early on and often. Even in the end, this touchdown didn't really do much, 21-7. Now the Demon Deacons are the only team that stands between the Wolfpack and a berth in the ACC championship game. Let us know in the comments if you guys think we're going to win it. You cannot believe how mad I was when we were down 10-0 in the biggest game of our season and Phillip Rivers threw that pass on 4th down. Please make sure to hit the like button and see if it maybe gives our defense some CPR. We're down 17-0 already as Wake tears us up. Finally. And thankfully Buff had the stuff early on because, man, the offense was struggling on our first 3 possessions. We didn't do diddly poo on offense. You heard that right.
Diddly poo.
We scored 7 there. The defense finally makes a big stop, giving the offense a chance. And then, you know what? Let's bring Jim Mora back one more time to describe what this offense has done.
Diddly poo.
And a not so stunning turn of events, Phillip Rivers the 9th is hurt again. Softer than Sharman in his freshman season. The weight training staff is going to have to do something about that because that is pathetic, just like that tackle was. 4th down, we were down 14 and had to make some sort of play. So Phillip Rivers continues to find Dan Campbell Jr. Coach McJenkins always said winning the first and last 3 minutes of the half is so crucial. Scramble drill here. And getting it to a tie score to go into the 4th quarter was massive. Even if we take another field goal, you guessed it. The senior day defense was finally on point. As a player, I don't even know his name, Setzer. We didn't even have him named. He makes the interception. Pat Pucker picked the perfect time for a touchdown. That is 7 on the board. And then on 4th down, they don't get the play they needed. And guess what? It is time for a rematch. NC State and Miami. Coach McJenkins needs himself a big win. Phillip Rivers, the 9th at NC State, wasted no time in the ACC championship game, making their mark, getting into the end zone on the very first drive, but missed opportunities continue to plague this team like they have all year, even making it to the ACC title. This Miami quarterback reminds me of Tate Martell, but he's actually good. And once again, just mistake after mistake will cost this NC State team an interception. Gives Miami the ball back, and they'll punch it in with Tate Martell Jr. again. We're going to have to rely on the defense big time in this one, and we know defense wins championships, but they have to keep saving our butts until the offense can figure it out. And they get on the board with a touchdown there, but Miami answers with a field goal, so we go back from half, and yeah, well, holy Schmidt. And the defense can only hold water for so long, and the safety gets out of position, and well, guess what? It's 24-17. You shank a field goal, and yeah, that's not going to help either. And then you throw a pick, and then yeah, that's not going to help either. And then the defense is going to try and make another stand. You got Phillip Rivers, the 9th, hurt again for what feels like the 10th game in a row. Michael Scarn with the fumble, and boy, oh boy, are things spiraling out of control. This is 57 flavors of messed up as Hines recovers the fumble. And once again, they're going to punch this one in because the defense is just poorly out of position. Stephen Ray has fumbled it what feels like 12 times in this game. And now Miami is the national power that Coach McJenkins simply cannot beat. And to win the ACC, it's going to go through Miami the next couple years. And sadly, we're going to have to stick with the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl in this one. And let's just say we hope year 2 for Phillip Rivers the 9th is a lot better than year 1 ended.